Honey, we're back like umqolo with the winners of Tropika Island of Treasure, Zanzibar. I'm talking about Hungani and Dima. They are smiling, darling. And I did say earlier on that, you know what? The season, it started off a bit tricky, but this is why their story came out as one that was inspiring to the country and left everyone smiling themselves as well. Guys, as the winners of Tropika Island of Treasure, Zanzibar, how do you feel? You know?
I feel like Google me.
Oh! I saw that.
It's so crazy.
I saw that you Googled Tropika and it came up as Hungani and Dima are the winners of Tropika Island of Treasure season 11. Sana, brand new cars, Suzuki Jimneys, eh?
Yeah.
And friends, I really feel like it was such a beautiful thing to watch you guys going from really, you know, coming from the back and then just taking the whole thing.
Yeah.
Dima, how do you feel right now, my babe? I have to ask you.
I'm still trying to soak in those zeros in Zanzibar.
And he's going to tell you something. The last time we sat like this, you guys had another team next to you, Zanzibar Sunrise. And we were all like, what will you do if you win? How would you feel and everything? Yeah. Now we're sitting here and you guys aren't just 5,000 Rand, or 500,000 Rand richer, forgive me. You are now owners of a Suzuki Jimny each. And we're going to go check them out very soon. But guys, it was a journey. It was a difficult one. And before we get to even this next part, Expresso family, you need to watch this because this is where Team Orange comes from.
The current is like, it's so hard, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like, this is not like swimming at a gym pool.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's not.
It wasn't embarrassing. It wasn't disappointing. It was just so scary. We all knew that it's going to be hard. Yes, maybe we didn't know it's going to be this hard, but it's not the end of the world. You're still here, and try again.
Hungani, I remember asking you, being like, what's going through your mind right now? You know, when we see that, what's happening in your mind now?
It was worth it now. Then, not so much. But now, it tastes different. You know, those tears, they feel heavier. You know, because like, something.
There's something like a 500,000.
You know, it's giving Jimny.
It's giving Jimny. And can I tell you, Hungani, in that moment, when you were like, it's so scary, you said the first person you thought about was your daughter.
Yeah.
But now you can buy your daughter 500,000.
I'm getting a car seat.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And guys, it genuinely is something that I really think is so special because for me, when I've been looking at all of the comments, everyone's just like, it was such an inspiring story just to watch you guys go from where you were to where you are now. And this is why I have to ask you, you know, you had the highs, you had the lows. Speak to us about your personal ones. We watched them, we saw them, but what were they for you as a team?
I mean, my high, besides, you know, the final day, then, you know, when we went to the elimination round, for me, that was like life-changing. And I felt like I woke up on that day.
Really?
Yeah, so that was like
as in the individual one?
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
And my low, I think we all know. I'm going to say day one, of course. And that was hard because that's how everybody perceived me from, you know, throughout the whole competition. But
I hear that. I hear that. Dima, doesn't matter how they perceive you now. You have 500,000 Rand and a brand new Suzuki Jimny, my babe.
Of course,
that's who you are, okay?
Perceptions have changed.
Perceptions have changed indeed. Hungani?
I'll also start with a high. I think one of them, because there were quite a number of them, I think one of them is definitely when Mixed Berries decided to pair Team Orange and Team Zanzibar when we had to figure out the puzzle.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like that was a literal moment where they were like, we can take these guys on.
Yeah.
Not knowing that. Hello.
We're coming with it, honey.
You know, so that for me was a really great moment. And I mean, you've already seen my low.
Yes.
But without like hopping on that, I just think there's certain moments where you doubt yourself, you know, whether it's like a decision that you want to make or answering certain thing, but just like the amount of times I doubted myself is definitely something that I reckon as a low for me.
I get that. Yeah. I get that. And you know what? It comes with any piece of greatness that you try to attain, right? Yeah. There'll always be those doubts, but it's pushing through them that allows you to get to the ultimate prize like you guys have. You know what I mean? But also on top of that, I'm also like, guys, I feel like, you don't need to be able to swim in water if you can swim in money. You know what I mean? That is all that is needed.
How do you get to the money if you can't swim in the
No
water?
water. Well, I mean, you guys showed us. So I'm joking.
That's low.
I'm joking. Guys, I could have never swam in that water. Me, I'm talking from outside the club because I can't even get in, okay? And that's all everyone needs to know. But I need to ask you, because of how beautifully your journey kind of turned out, you know, is there anything you guys would have done differently at all? And especially given that, you know, at certain points, there were certain people who were saying, Team Orange is just acting. They're not actually like this or like that. Is there anything you guys would have changed?
For me, I don't think there is anything I would have changed, Daniela, because I learned so much, you know, about myself. I grew through the show, and I don't know if I would have, you know, gotten that had I played as someone else. And honestly, I don't know how to be anybody else. It's just me. I'm like this every day. And what you saw on the show, what everybody saw on the show is really who I am.
Come on. And you are my team of the sweetest girl. Yes.
I mean, I think if I was to do things differently, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't be doing things differently. It was already written.
Love that.
You know, so hard it tears, but it wasn't meant to be. Yeah.
Well, guys, I genuinely just want to say again, thank you for inspiring the nation. You know, yes, you did it for the money, did it for the cars, but you really did something to so many people. And I think that's what, you know, not just being a part of a journey like this is about, but also going on a journey of self-discovery for yourselves. So well done. Congratulations, my friends.
Thank you.
Oh, Team Orange in the building, honey. And they're still not going anywhere. They are about to get into their delicious, beautiful new Suzuki Jimneys, my darling. And you get to be a part of that. So don't go anywhere, beautiful Expresso family. For now, we do need to take care of business because Carissa's standing by with the news headlines.